And then you go home and then you ask, why am I not getting the results that I'm wanting to get? You're unpredictable. You're all over the place. You're not going to get the results that you're seeking because you have a different version of you that shows up every single day. The number one trait of leaders and one of the top 5 traits of high performers is predictability. When you're looking at the life of a very high performer, you can generally look at their life and you will know the kind of attitude they're going to show up with, how much effort they're going to put up, what time they're going to show up at. Are they going to be ready when they show up? Are they going to put in a full day's work? They're very predictable in that manner, and I'm not going to say that they're predictable 100% of the time, but 95% of the time they're very predictable. So one of the things that I think you got to pay attention to in your own life is, do you have a different way that you show up on a daily basis? Meaning, are you unpredictable? Sometimes that's a really bad thing. Meaning, if you're showing up consistently, but one day you have a great attitude, one day you have an indifferent attitude, one day you're coming in and you're pissed off because something happened at home, right? One day you work and you put in 110%. The next day you work, you put a 80%. And then you go home and then you ask, why am I not getting the results that I'm wanting to get? You're unpredictable. You're all over the place. You're not going to get the results that you're seeking because you have a different version of you that shows up every single day. Anybody watch The Last Dance on Netflix? Would you guys agree with me when you say MJ is a very predictable basketball player? He's very predictable with his workouts. He's very predictable with the time that he showed up. He's very predictable with what he was going to do. I mean, the guy was injured. He was not supposed to play. The Bulls told him not to play, and he went and kind of like behind the scenes started setting up 1-on-1 games, 2-on-2 games, 3-on-3. I mean, he was predictable. Of course he was going to do that. The guy was not going to go without basketball for the amount of time that I think they said like 8 weeks that he has to be out. He's predictable. If you're trying to work on your results, if you're trying to get better, work on this one aspect in your own game. Stop having a different version of you show up every single day with different habits, different attitude, different energy, different enthusiasm levels, and start asking yourself questions as to why am I not getting the results that I want to get? It's because a different version of you exists every single day. Which is why I'm saying, generally speaking, you want to have the same RPM every single day. You don't want to have a different version of you because eventually your results are different versions every single day, right? Work on this in your own life. Work on this in your own game. Pay attention to this because if you're consistently showing up in a different versions, a couple of these things are happening to you. You're being ruled by your thoughts. That's number one. Positive thoughts, positive version of you shows up. You're being ruled by your emotions. You're being ruled by outside circumstances. And as long as you let outside circumstances constantly dictate how you're going to show up, you're always going to get average results at best because you are not in control of you. Things outside of you are in control of you. And as long as that keeps on happening, you keep on getting mediocre results, right? All you have to do is fix yourself. If you're trying to get ahead, work on you. The more you work on you, the more wealth and success gets attracted to you. Stop chasing wealth. Stop chasing success. Instead, work on your own value. The more you work on your own value, the more you will notice that things are happening to you. And then other people are going to start saying like, oh yeah, he just got lucky. No, he did not get lucky. While you were not looking at this guy or this girl's life, they were working on themselves. They were making sure that they're going to show up in the exact same manner that they do every single day. And sure enough, they set themselves up in a place or put themselves in circumstances where naked eye will say they just got lucky. They didn't get lucky. They worked on themselves. And sure enough, it happened to them. Does that make sense? Who is ready? Let's go. Let's bring it in.